Alright, hello guys, and welcome back to another video here. And I decided to make this video as another type of person on the internet to add to this series. And I got this idea actually from Damien Skyfire, who I watch pretty frequently. He posted a video, I think a few days ago, something like that, somewhere around there. But he posted a video about how, there's these types of people on the internet that will follow somebody, and if you don't get a follow back within the next few days, they just unfollow you and fade into obscurity basically, and don't interact with you whatsoever anymore. And this kind of reminds me of the sub for sub thing that was on YouTube, a while back. I had these people constantly saying, hey, subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe yours back. You know what I mean? It's just pointless, because in my opinion, if you're subscribing to something or following somebody or whatever, you'd figure you'd be subscribed to them or following them if you're interested in their content, actually. And if you're not interested in their content, then what's the point of following somebody? I mean, it's not really how it works most of the time. You follow somebody, it's not guaranteed that they're going to follow you back. And, most of the time, if you are begging people to follow you back, there's a good chance that they're not going to follow you, probably even more, unless they're one of those types of people too that just want, followers and everything else, and don't really have much of, a purpose, which kind of is a thing. What comes across as when people do this is that, they don't really have much to show off for themselves, so they just beg for subscribers and followers, because they come across as desperate. You know what I mean? And that's not always a good thing to really be looked at as, you know what I mean? If you're just going out there saying, hey, subscribe to my channel, I'll subscribe to yours back, or follow me on Instagram, I'll follow you back. And Instagram is one of the biggest ones, along with Twitter. You get these people that follow you, and then 2 days later, oh, I'm going to unfollow since this person didn't follow me back, and they basically fuck off and, don't really have any sort of interactions with you ever again, because you didn't follow them back basically and everything else, and they probably weren't even interested in your content in the first place, and they're just following you just so they could get a follow back or possibly get one. You know what I mean? It seems pointless to me. And the only people I think that probably do this most likely, probably have, a little bit of an ego problem on social media. You know what I mean? So even still today, people do this, and it's like, why? Most people are just gonna ignore that, or just basically consider it spam, because, I wish some of these sites would do it. YouTube, and I don't like the idea of removing a lot of content, but I wish some of these sites would do something somewhat similar to YouTube. I'm not talking, oh yeah, let's scrub all our comments of any bad words or whatever. I'm talking about these comments and these people that just beg all the time for subscribers and follows and everything else. I wish, that would just be put into some sort of spam filter. And again, I don't like the idea of a spam filter a lot of time, because a lot of times it puts stuff in there, a ton of stuff that, isn't even considered spam. We all know how bad YouTube's, spam filter is, because recently, oh my god, they put things in there that'll be delayed for days before they even show up in the spam filter, before you're able to approve the damn thing. And, a lot of the shit, you look at it and it's like, this doesn't even deserve to be here in the first place. But anyways, we're talking about these people that beg for follows and beg for subscribers. You know what I mean? I think something should be done about this, but not to the extent that YouTube has done it, because the extent that, YouTube has done it has just kind of been a little ridiculous, in my opinion, with the spam filter and everything else, and them censoring swear words in the comments. But I wish Twitter and Instagram would do a little bit more about this. These people that just love to beg for subscribers, or stuff like that. I think a lot of that stuff should be considered spam. You know what I mean? It should maybe get filtered or something. And there's certain things like in messages, like DMs and all that, that they just automatically consider something spam or whatever. But I wish they'd do that a little more with some of these. But, you know, like I said, you know, grow your own following, you know, make your own unique content and make that be the sole reason for people to follow you. And, you know, that's a way to go down with a lot more dignity, you know what I mean, than just going out there begging for subscribers and follows and following somebody simply for the purpose of hoping that they'll follow you back, because it probably won't happen. Newsflash, some of them might follow you back, but again, a lot of time that's for the wrong reason as well, and they're probably not interested in your content. Like if you go to their account, you know, their channel or whatever, you see, oh, they've got all these followers, and there's only like 20 views or whatever, you know, 1 like on each one of their posts, versus like, oh yeah, they have like 10,000 subscribers or followers or whatever. It's like, yeah, this person's probably, you know, a majority of their following is probably people that followed back or did the follow for follow or sub for sub thing as well. And, you know, it just seems pointless in my opinion. It's just numbers that these people focus on, you know what I mean? And it's not engagement. It's not engagement in the content or interest in the content that they want to focus on. It's the sole purpose of the numbers, and it just seems absolutely pointless and kind of ridiculous in my opinion. And, you know, there's just not much of a purpose to it. So that'll be pretty much it for this video. If anyone follows me or subscribes to me, you know, for the hopes that I'm gonna subscribe to them or follow them back, then it's not a guarantee. Like I said, if I see your content, you know, you happen to subscribe to me and I stumble upon your channel and I like your content or whatever, then hey, I'll subscribe to you, whatever, you know. But don't beg me to follow you back just because, you know, you followed me. It just seems kind of ridiculous, you know. So anyways, I will catch you guys later. Peace out.